Your brain is like a nightclub bouncer, polite. Quiet thoughts line up patiently outside, ignored. But a swear word, a sudden clap, a flash of drama. That's a drunk bastard breaking a bottle. Bam! The bouncer is on instantly. That's your amygdala. The part of your brain that says, pay fucking attention, this matters. If you don't bring impact, your message is like whispering in a hurricane, gone before it lands. But swearing is rude. No. It's a biological shortcut. It's like using a cattle prod instead of a feather duster when you need attention. But won't people dislike me? Maybe, but they'll remember you. Being forgotten is far worse than being disliked. The mind runs in loops, like a hamster on a wheel. Same thoughts, same patterns, same outcomes. Confusion. It's like throwing a shoe in the wheel. For a second, the hamster freezes, stares, blinks. What the fuck just happened? That's the golden gap, the hypnotic pocket. In that split-second crack, the mind is pliable, open, suggestible. That's where you plant the seed. A therapist might suddenly curse or crack an unexpected joke, and the client laughs. Boom. Defences drop. Truth slides in. But confusion is bad. No bullshit. Confusion is the gateway to learning. If you ever figured out a puzzle, you were first confused. But I don't want to confuse people. Then you don't want them to grow. Karma's like gravity. It doesn't give a shit about your tone of voice. If you throw a rock off a roof, it falls whether you say please or fuck you. Action matters. Results matter. So when you sugarcoat truth to protect people, what you're actually doing is you're delaying their awakening. It's like giving someone poison, but wrapping it in pretty paper. Still poison. Sometimes the kindest act is to rip the bandage off with flair, maybe even laughter, maybe even fire, because drama catalyzes. It makes the healing start now, not next year. But harsh words hurt. No, lies hurt. Delayed truth hurts more. Drama stings short, heals fast. Avoidance rots along, decays slow. So the big picture. Life is sculpting. If you don't strike the stone with force, the statue never emerges. If you only brush gently, the marble stays marble. You already do this. Think of times you shouted fuck when you stubbed your toe. Everyone paid attention. Everyone remembered. That's emotional anchoring in action. You've always used intensity to make moments stick. So the new ways, teaching your kid. Instead of saying, don't touch the stove, you might slap the counter, widen your eyes. That'll burn the shit out of you. They'll never forget. Coaching a friend. Instead of maybe set boundaries, say, every time you let him cross your line, you're handing him the keys to your house and you're acting surprised when he takes a shit on your couch. See the difference? Drama is memory. You value truth, you value freedom. You value waking the fuck up rather than sleepwalking through mediocrity. And because you value these, you also value impact. So when you don't use disruption, you betray your own values. You hide truth under syrup. And syrup is sticky. It traps instead of liberating. When you do use disruption, you honor truth. You honor freedom. You accelerate awakening. That's rapport. Me pacing your values and showing you how this process is not just about swearing. It's about living in integrity with what you already care about. If you don't follow this, your lessons, they'll slide off people like water on glass. You'll be remembered as nice, but not impactful. People you care about. They'll keep drowning while you mumble sweet nothings from the shore. You'll carry regret, knowing you could have woken them up, but chose politeness instead. If you do follow this, people will flinch, but they'll remember. They'll curse you in the moment, thank you years later. Your words will live in their nervous system like tattoos, guiding them when nothing else does. You'll embody the archetype of the Divine Father, the one who doesn't coddle, but protects fiercely by telling the hard truth. The patterns that you break, procrastination. Pattern interrupted with drama. Every time you delay, it's like spitting in your own fucking face. People pleasing. Reframe it. You think you're being kind, but you're robbing them of growth. Fear of judgment. Truth. They'll judge you no matter what. Better be judged for shaking souls awake than for fading into wallpaper. So from now on, every time you feel the urge to soften your truth, a fire will rise in you. The forge calling for steel. You'll remember the brain ignores boring shit. You'll remember confusion cracks the door. You'll remember karma doesn't give a fuck about tone, only action. And you'll choose disruption. Because you're not here to be wallpaper. You're here to be lightning. So here's the distilled truth. Impact locks memory. Confusion is the keyhole. Karma counts action, not tone. Politeness is feather strokes. Drama is steel on steel. And without the clang, without the sparks, nothing transforms. So stop whispering your truth like it's fragile. Start swinging it like a hammer. 'Cause feathers tickle, but steel forges swords.